Welcome to episode 23, Zalkum. My name is Philip. I play Seven, the Warforged Cleric, here on the 20 Sides podcast, and we are so thankful that you are here joining us at our table. Please don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, all those great things that help others find the podcast, and we hope that you enjoy.
On the last episode of 20 Sides, while rowing downriver, the party fended off some strange amphibious creatures that attacked from down below. They reached Yarlik Cove, home to Verez, and he shared his story with his father, King Yarlik. Verez then led Leo to Zalkum, the gnome librarian of Yarlik Cove. Unfortunately for the party, Verez's knowledge of the portal seemed cloudier than he initially let on. And that's where we begin.
Welcome to 20 Sides, a fast-paced, story-driven, actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I'm your DM, Matt.
I'm Bobby, playing Yaros, the Dwarven Barbarian.
Hey, I'm Jess, and I play Leona, the Moon Elf Wizard.
Hi, I'm Philip, and I play Seven, the Warforged Cleric.
Hi, I'm Tyler, and I play the half-elven rogue Ordella.
Join our campaign as we unravel the mysteries of an ancient necrotic evil, right now on 20 Sides.
So the legend of the portal, a man named Mr. Belshire, who lived in Dyer's Rest, created a tower in the Deep Hallows, but he made a portal between Dyer's Rest and this tower.
Ordella, right now, this is ringing a bell for you.
I was just going to ask, what do I know?
Like a legend of this Mr. Belshire, and some of you believed it as kids, some of you didn't, of he would take people through this portal with him, or, you know, it was almost like a kid's fairy tale for y'all
Like
growing
Pied
up.
Piper type situation?
No.
Like Peter Pan,
Like he wasn't evil. He wasn't evil by any stretch in this fairy tale, but it was just this super powerful wizard that created a different means to kind of do his own thing apart from what this line of the Willow Falls wanted their top lieutenant wizards, or so to speak, wanted them to do. And so he was able to do both in his time at Dyer's Rest.
So he created this tower. Mr. Belshire he passed away some 40 years ago, maybe. And so legend has it that he was there, but maybe not. I don't know. I've never been in the tower, so I can't say for sure.
You said he passed away 40-ish years ago? That's convenient.
Why is that convenient?
Isn't that when the Orc Wars happened?
Yeah.
Wait, like which tower in Dyer's Rest?
Well, no. The tower is in the Deep Hallows. He had a portal in Dyer's Rest that he would go through into the tower in the Deep Hallows, and that's the tower you all are trying to go to.
Guys, not to give him a ton of credit, but I've definitely heard this story before.
Really?
But I've never seen it.
Well, didn't you say you knew about the other stuff that we were looking for?
They say I have the memory of an elephant.
You know what an elephant is?
Nope. But I've heard them say.
Do you know what an elephant is?
Well, what about all the stuff that Leo
vague.
asked you about? What about all that?
What stuff?
The stuff that we're supposed to be looking for Seekers of Light. I forget that we're doing that sometimes.
The Crimson, the Thorny.
What was the other stuff? Or wasn't there an artifact? And I look at Yaros like
I'm reading my picture books, guys.
Yeah, so basically, tell us about this artifact, the Eternal Rest artifact.
Oh, yes. Come, Leo. Come.
Can I?
And I'm still sitting, so I scoot on my butt closer to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just super curious about this place that we're in. I see that there's a lot of books happening, but is there anything else? Can I go rummage around some things while
Sure.
they're all preoccupied?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Stealth in books.
20 plus 2, 22.
Hate to break it to you, but it looks like a completely
No.
normal. There are no traps. You don't pick up on anything. Now, you didn't roll an Arcana check or anything like that, but you don't pick up on anything that would be magical. From what you're picking up from him, he just seems super interested in reading these ancient texts and really deciphering them, and he gets super excited about telling people all this information.
Continue.
I'm sorry.
So Leo, look right here. So
Okay.
this text was written in an ancient, long forgotten language. But one of my favorite things in the world to do is to get these type of books and try to figure out what it says.
Yeah.
It takes me years, but I do it. So this one,
And he puts his finger down and starts moving it along.
it breaks down Thormir. Thormir, he was this storm giant. See? And he rose to power through this authoritarian mindset. He ruled with an iron fist, and he believed himself to be stronger than Gretnar, the Prince of Storms, the god Gretnar. It is very foolish, but this is what he believed. And others began to follow him, and even the orcs followed him. His charisma was strong, this Thormir. Even the orcs, they're not the brightest, but they believed him to be a demigod. And his followers, he sent them out all across the world, and they found the ancient texts of the demon lords. I even have a few of those in here, but that's for another day. They found out about immortality, and one of the ways to do that, he became obsessed with it. Thormir, he wanted to be immortal. He wanted to prove to Gretnar that he was the strongest giant, and Thormir allied with an ancient blue dragon by the name of Sangarin. See this word right here?
And he points to a piece of the text.
That means Sangarin in this ancient language. And together, through ancient and dark rituals, he became a lich. And Sangarin became a Draco-Lich.
Wait a sec. So,
Okay.
So Thormir became a lich.
Yes.
Sangarin became a dragon lich.
Yeah, a Draco-Lich. Yes, it's basically a dragon that's a lich.
A blue dragon. What? Yeah.
He was an ancient blue dragon.
Okay.
Through these ancient
Yeah.
rituals became a dragon that's a lich. They became immortal. And his strongest accomplices became these nightmare riders.
Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Why does that sound familiar to you?
Just from none of your business.
Isn't that what kind of attacked us when we were on the road on the eastern pine? Whatever pines we were in?
Hold on.
He begins flipping through the books.
If you have heard of the Nightmare, have you seen them?
I don't know if that's what that was or not, but it sure.
I just kind of
sure
remember them from some ancient text that I found along the way.
If they are back, that means Thormir's back.
Well, I think that is a
I start laughing.
possibility.
I say, this mouse drops a rock on cat's head. For a good moment,
I forgot you were reading
That's good.
Dr. Zeus over there.
But so long ago, Thormir was eventually overthrown and he was killed, but liches have a phylactery, which their souls go into, and then they're able to come back. His phylactery was never found, and the only way to rid the world of his phylactery is through his ancient maul. It's absolutely enormous. It's eternal rest. You can crush the phylactery with it, but if Thormir gains power through this maul, if he has it, it's in his possession, then he could be powerful enough to ascend to godhood.
Well, what does the mall
Yeah,
do?
do you have a picture of the small by
It may be in the
chance?
picture books that he's looking at. I'm kidding. It's not in there.
Where is the small?
I don't know, but in this book, it talks about how 3 great adventurers overthrew Thormir, and the shiftiest of the 3, the most devious of the 3, his name was Kaldor Greypeak, took the maul and hid it and then he was never to be found again. And the reason they think that is because if they knew where Kaldor was, they could find him and extract this information. So Kaldor was smart enough to hide it and then disappear forever, so its location was lost.
Sounds
Have you
dangerous.
ever seen it? Do you know what it does? Do you know how it works? Or
I don't. I just know it's a mall. Apparently there are 3 sockets in it, and the
I
sockets.
get like real uncomfortable.
At this
Is
point,
everything? Did I
at
say
this
something
point,
wrong?
I stand up from my crisscross applesauce that I've been in.
Hey, Yaros.
Continue.
Yeah, Yaros,
Continue.
come
Yeah.
here. He's telling a story. It's story time over here, so
Oh,
there's
okay.
no reading.
I'll come listen to story.
Yes. And if the nightmare riders have returned, that means
You were talking about the mall though. You said it had sockets.
yes,
You said?
it has 3 sockets.
What
in
else do you know about it?
it. There's not a lot more information. It's a mall. I mean, I'm sure it's the size of a giant. It's for a giant, a storm giant.
So I'm gonna message Yaros and say that mall sounds awfully familiar.
My maul is not for giant. I am dwarf and I hold maul.
Hey, Yaros, let me see that mall you got.
Oh, you have a mall.
Yes, we stumbled across mall in near a small town.
Yaros, do you have that
This is
fancy
not same mall.
mall?
It has sockets. It has.
Oh.
But you said it was made for storm giant.
Yes. Some magical weapons resize to their user. Where did you find this one?
It was in monastery in the Veiled Lands.
Just in a church?
Beneath it somewhere.
Huh? Did you?
Well, tell
to see
him what happened though. Tell him what happened with the essence of Thormir that we found.
No, well, we did stumble across dark energy that was causing disturbances in a nearby town. We tried to cast magic on it, but that did not work. So I took this maul and I hit it, and it seemed to go into the maul. The dark energy seemed to get absorbed by the maul.
My friend,
Yes.
may I?
Sure.
May I see it? I'm not gonna be able to hold it. Can you put it on the
Yes,
table?
For sure.
So he starts looking at it,
Look, here.
and he points out the script that's written on it, and he starts flipping in the book,
Here.
shows you the book, and the text is the exact same.
Oh snap!
And it says eternal rest.
But did you not notice this?
I mean, like, I don't know that language.
You know I can't read.
I mean, I can read. I mean, totally, but I didn't.
You have let me carry around ancient
I mean,
magic maul.
I mean, better you than me. I don't want.
But
I
that's
don't.
not what
I mean, if you don't want to carry it, I will totally carry it.
This
I don't.
is-
I mean, shouldn't we like hide it? What are we doing?
Yeah,
Just
I
like
don't think this
walking
is-
around.
I think we need to keep it on us because it sounds like we're gonna have to find the other 2. Was it?
None
fill
of the
other
sockets
2,
are
3
Correct,
sockets.
they're all empty.
Yeah, all that.
3 sockets.
All 3 are still empty.
so
I'm
this
pretty
is
sure I found like an emerald.
You did, but it wasn't. Yeah.
I just like shove it in there. Oh man. Yeah, I think we need to hang on to this. It sounds like there's going to be people looking for it.
yeah. So why are we going to hold on to it? Oh my gosh! And they're going to come for us.
Just throw it at bottom of lake.
Don't.
Oh gosh, just
I
put it
don't
in my
want
bag.
it. I don't want it.
Is it? Does it need the 3 gems to like be powerful, or is it powerful now?
I think it needs 3 specific gems, but
This must be what Panner was talking about. He
Yeah.
talked about 3 gems.
Yeah. So basically, we need to find the gems, put it in the mall, kill the Thoromir's phylactery, and then all will be well. Like, that's like the Cliff's Notes of all this moral of the story.
Sure.
Each of those gems was with some bad creature, right? There was an orc had one. And
Yeah. It's not good.
Not to be, I don't want this to come across as offensive at all, but you all don't look very strong if you're going to go try to kill Thormir. If he is back now.
I'm not gonna kill Thormir. Are we planning on killing Thormir? Is that? Well, do you have any gems?
Leo, did you wrote down where these gems were? Let's see if this guy has heard of any of these people.
Okay, so a druid necromancer name. I just kind of remember Deathbloom.
Oh, in the Deathbloom tree.
Okay.
Yes, he's in the Deep Hallows. He's here.
Oh, so he's
right next door. I'm kidding. I'm kidding you all.
He adjusts his spectacles.
So that's near here.
It's not near
Near-ish?
here, but it's in the Deep Hallows.
Okay, and then
Several days travel.
a red dragon named Rockendek.
I'd never heard of him. I'm sorry. Where is he stationed?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I just know he's a red dragon.
Maybe you could
And
just
he's got a ruby.
maybe you walk in and ask and say, "Can I have it?" Like you did with me with the book.
That's true. And then we gotta find Bazik, the Orc Lord.
Yes.
His axe, I think it has, I don't know, it has a special stone in it.
Is he in the Deep Hallows?
No, he's in the. I believe he's in the Grey Wall Mountains on up on the surface, where
Okay.
I'm assuming you all come from. And good luck with him. He was one that led the orc raids 40 or so years ago, and he himself has a necklace that keeps him young. Maybe take off the necklace of him and see what happens. I don't know. Maybe ask if you can have his necklace.
Did he kill Elbrick, a guy named Elbrick? He killed his daughter?
I'm not
no.
sure.
All
Yes,
Would this,
he did.
all
wait, I was gonna say,
I'm not-
I think so.
I'm
all
not-
Would
these
this book
places,
tell
all
me
these
about that?
names.
It may. I'm sure it talks about Bazik some, but I don't know how in depth it gets. I don't remember that one as well.
Okay, so now we have other things we must do is get these gems. Now that we know we have this,
What other things do you all have to do?
we still need to go to Dyer's. This
Do you know
princess's
anything
kingdom.
about Dyer's Rest? Where is the D section? You know, in your
The D section is over there. I'm not sure if there's any Dyer's Rest text in it. I mainly focus on ancient texts. It's kind of my specialty.
Yeah, do you have any spell books?
I don't.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think we need to go to Dyer's Rest because I feel like that's where some bad stuff is about to throw down.
That's a good idea. Could I ask a favor of you all?
You want us to get you some saltwater taffy while we're there?
we have the best saltwater taffy.
Yes, and a trinket with a little bear on it.
I'll take you to the gift shop.
There is I've heard there are two ancient texts. Now, they don't really have anything to do with what you all are talking about, but they are really, really close by in a layer of I think it's a troll, but there are apparently some magical weapons that you may be interested in, or other magical items. But there are two texts that I've been dying to get, and I've asked a few goblins to do it, and well, they just died. But I would love if you all maybe could get them for me, and you can keep everything else you get. I would just love the text. Please.
Okay, so what is it called?
The text?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, how am I supposed to find it then?
Well, they're in the lair of this troll.
So you want me to go into a troll's lair and look for books you don't even know what they're called?
Please?
I'm on it.
Yes.
If it's along the way, but this Dyer's Rest thing, I think, is our number one priority right
Yes,
now.
absolutely. But you could do this like now. It's not far. It's only like a 45 minute walk from here.
We have dinner
so...
plans.
Yes, great feast is being thrown in my honor.
Yeah.
tonight,
I can imagine.
so,
Well, we
I mean,
might
I don't
have,
need to eat, so I mean,
We might have some time if there's like more books. Will you do me a favor?
Maybe.
Will you gather up every book that you have? I mean, I probably could hold every single book that you have. But anyways, every single copy that you have on Thoromir, like anything that we talked about,
Yes.
Is that okay?
Absolutely. I would love. This is Zalkum's purpose.
Will you will your library to me after you pass?
I would love to do that.
Okay.
I've been looking for someone to take it from me. Hopefully, when I die in 100 years, I will give it to you.
Well, I mean, I would take it all now, but I'm not allowed to take stuff anymore.
Leo, you could just be like the little princess here.
I don't want to be a
You
princess.
could marry the little goblin, and then you could stay here and just be in charge of this.
That's gross.
Very sweet.
I tell you what, when you all kill Thormir, you will be powerful enough to have your own tower. Maybe you could take over Mr. Belshire's tower. And you could take all of these books and live down here in the Deep Hollows.
Oh gosh, this is starting to look very bleak for me.
Or not. You don't have to do that.
Okay, well, so where's this troll's house? I think we have time.
I can have a couple of goblins show you the way.
Yaros, do we have time for that? I don't.
You're the one that likes to mow heads.
Let's do it.
I just like to take stuff. But I ask you for permission. I just want that to be very clear. I asked you for the books, okay?
Yes.
And I look at Yaros.
I will.
Good job.
I will gather any other books I have about the Thormir and the Crimson Silence and this creature that you.
His name is Seven.
I'm Seven.
Seven?
I'm Warforged. Just.
Oh. I may have a text on the Warforged.
I'll take that. I can totally read it.
Do you know what section it would be in?
No.
The W's.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Yes.
Okay.
Work with him on his letters, y'all. It's very important.
Okay, yeah. Well,
That's
I'm
the
on
start.
that.
Okay, I'll gather all that. Put it in a
And I
nice
will take a small book on cat and mouse. It is for nephew. It is for nephew.
That's what is your nephew's name?
It is nephew.
Very interesting name. Okay.
That's the first time you've talked about family at all. I didn't know you had a nephew.
Yes. I was long-lost nephew on mother's side. I don't talk about him much.
All right, Vrez, will you go grab a couple of goblins and take them to the troll's lair? I don't want you all to die, because if you die, then who will be able to stop Thormir? I mean, I'm sure there will be more people more powerful than you that can, but still.
I mean, like...
Well, you at least tell them where to find the eternal rest. It will be in Troll's lair.
Yes, I will do that.
Yeah, that's
All right, well, let's get a move on, because
That's
I
between
don't
us.
even need to eat, and we have some dinner we have to be at, so.
Okay,
All right, let's go.
perfect.
So, you know how he said, like, there's that portal, but it's legend? So I'm just sitting here thinking,
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time alone, not because of myself, but because of everyone else around. But, like, the courtyard was,
I
like,
bet.
the place that I would hang out, right? But I hung out with a lot of goblins. And guys, isn't that, like, a little bit weird? Maybe the goblins came through this little portal and
Yeah.
poofed over to us?
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
That would make sense.
Yeah. I mean, that does make
Were
sense.
there other goblins anywhere else in town, or they only just showed up inside courtyard?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really
Just in
go a
your
lot
kingdom?
of places, so they just hang out with me, though. They wouldn't really, like, you know, sometimes people would say I had imaginary friends, but I mean, I don't know, that's weird. So I just did what I had to do, but just thought it was a little weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Well, let's
Or
go kill the trolls.
coincidence.
We're going
Yeah,
to kill
let's go.
trolls.
Let's
Does
go
anybody
get.
know anything about trolls?
Let's go get some books. Oh yeah.
They can die.
Do I
Do
know
we know anything about
Yeah.
trolls?
Do I know anything about trolls?
Make a nature or history check.
10.
13.
A 1, and I get a -1. So.
You've snuck the cat and mouse book and are just enthralled with it.
Okay, so I have 13 plus 6, so 19.
19.
Cool.
So, Leo, you know, you've read a little bit. You know trolls regenerate. So, if they're hit within seconds, that wound can be mended through magical means that they have. You know that fire stops that. So, any form of fire damage that they take kind of prevents them from regenerating.
What I know about trolls is trolls are scared of ice. So if you have any of your ice magic, this is best time to use it.
Okay, no. From what I remember about learning about trolls, they regenerate quickly. So we basically got to use fire and knives.
At that moment, the door busts open to Zalkum's little hut, and two goblins run in. And one of them goes,
Vrez told me to come here, and my name is Tons.
Tons of what?
No, just tons. What are you? Anyway, come on. You're going to the troll lair.
Yep.
All of you?
Yep, all of us.
Follow me. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
As he like speed walks away with just his hips, you know?
Yeah, he's like a mall walking.
That seems like.
got a bandana around him. So, Tons walks with you all about 30-ish minutes until you get to a cavern entrance. And it's weird that there are these cavern entrances underground in these deep hollows that just seems to be just tons of rock and dirt and whatnot. He points straight ahead and goes,
Okay, that is it. I'll give you about 20 minutes. And if you're not back in 20 minutes, that means you're
Dead?
I'm gonna go back.
Well, question.
Yes.
Does the troll ever bother you guys, or?
Every once in a while, as we're walking past, he will come out and kill us. Well, not me particularly.
That was dark. I thought you just were gonna say like bother you or
No.
prank you guys.
No, he definitely doesn't like tickle us. He grabs us with his claws and scrapes down our faces until we're dead.
Oh, okay.
Is it a tiny troll?
To a dragon, yes. To a me, no. He's big. He's bigger than him.
and he points to 7.
Oh, okay.
And his
Can you give us 30 minutes?
sure.
Okay.
I'll try to count that high.
Leo, do we really need to go in here?
Hey, Leo, did you say fire?
Okay, too much talking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is it fire?
Yeah, fire. Lots
If you
of
want
fire.
to listen, if you want to listen to her, sure. But I have heard ice.
Do you have ice?
That's why I told you all.
Oh, okay.
I only have magical hammer.
I only
I've been
have
walking
fire.
around with that Thormere would like.
You have a magical hammer?
No, shh. Go sit down.
Quiet, Duns.
Go sit down and start counting.
Okay, timer starts now.
I
1,
cast Searing Smite
2,
on my
8,
mace.
12,
Sheesh.
47.
So
This
I would like
one will be gone
to-
before we get out.
Yeah. So I would like to roll for do a perception check. See if I
Can perceive anything.
Yeah.
Are you wait. Are you walking in?
Well, I mean, I'm like at the entrance or outside the entrance.
Oh, okay.
And I just want to see if I can see anything with my dark vision
Yes.
or anything.
What'd you roll?
13.
13. You look down this cave entrance and it's roughly 7-8 feet across, about 10 feet high, and it goes down 25, 30 feet and then veers off to the right. You start listening, you don't hear anything other than your normal sounds that are down here that you've become accustomed to in the deep hollows.
It is just one little troll. We should be fine. Let's go on in.
I'll go first. So I cast Searing Smite on my mace so that I can see, but 2, Leo told me fire.
Yep.
So where this is at.
7. Wait, shouldn't I?
Nope. And I just walk forward.
Any stealth thing happening, or are we just walking straight in?
7 is
like
just
to
ready to do
stealth.
this.
As best as I can.
Can I try to sneak behind him just to like?
Sure. Yeah, give me a
I just
stealth
feel
check.
like very nervous for 7 right now, and I'm like, he can't really see what's happening, and I just want to be there, and I'm very stealthy, and I just kind of want to.
21 for stealth.
So you're hugging the wall.
15 plus 8.
23.
Yes.
Okay. So you are in his shadow. Leo, you are hugging the wall.
I'm on the opposite wall.
Okay. So you all walk 15, 20, 25 feet. You round that corner and you enter this pretty big, probably 45, 50 feet across cavern. All these stalactites and stalagmites in the room. Everybody give me a perception check when you walk in. It's really tough to see past all these.
10.
17.
12.
11.
Yaros, you see in the back left corner of the room this troll sitting down. On his lap is a small creature with its head completely torn off. He hears 7 coming,
hell.
of course, as he's clanking forward, and this huge light is now emitting into this portion of the cavern.
My dude.
Believe it.
He stands up, he tosses the head of this creature and is boom, 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 as it hits the wall, and he goes, and he rushes forward. Everybody roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
And that is it for this week's 20 Sides. Tune in each week to follow Yarost, Seven, Leona, and Ordella as they venture across the Veiled Lands. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at 20 Sides Pod. Rate and review us wherever you listen to your podcast. And please share the podcast with your friends, family, and of course, your arch rivals. Last but not least, we couldn't do this without the atmospheric background tracks from tabletopaudio.com and Michael Gelfi. We will see you next week right here on 20 Sides.